Bienvenidos un día más, un capítulo más de Vampyr. Hoy día 4. Ayer asistimos al funeral de nuestra hermana, visto desde lo lejos, porque nuestra madre no sabe ni que volvimos de la guerra con vida, ni siquiera tampoco, ni que decir que somos los culpables de la muerte de nuestra hermana. Así que seguimos controlando a este médico vampiro que a principios del siglo XX intentaba averiguar quién le había convertido en este ser. Vale, ahora habíamos tenido una reunión con la acaudalada del hospital, que también es vampiro. Es una vampiresa más antigua que nosotros, lleva ya mucho tiempo transformada. Y nos ha dicho que vayamos a una reunión en la iglesia San Mary. Sabía que iban a poner un poco de resistencia. Cómete esto. Bien, hemos remontado y mucho nuestro poder. En el último capítulo matamos a una persona. La mordimos. Y hay que decir que no lo quería hacer a ningún ciudadano, porque por lo visto había por ahí algún logro que se basaba en no hacerlo. Pero fue sin querer. En un árbol de decisiones de una conversación elegí una que no tocaba y se lo cogí. Así que a lo hecho pecho y vamos a tirar hacia adelante con lo que hay. ¿Qué pasa ahí arriba? Hola, Gabri. Ni te he mencionado, para qué veas. Pero también fue un error. No. Sí, sí. Que digo que fue un error también de. El texto no se entendía del todo bien. Si lo hubiésemos entendido bien, no hubiésemos escogido ese camino. Otro refugio. También me llamaba la atención ser un poco malo, ¿sabes? Un poco realista, ni bueno ni malo. Poder elegir lo que quieres hacer en cada momento. Y al hacerlo, al sumar una muerte en la... O sea, al romper eso, ¿no? El estar a 0 muertes, creo que me va a ayudar a liberarme un poco y hacer lo que me dé la gana. Sí, lo de cautivar es cuando te lo llevas al principio cautivas a uno, que no sé si habrás escogido comerte, o sea, chuparle la sangre o dejarlo escapar. Pero ahí, conforme lo explicaba, no sé por qué entendía que lo de cautivar podía ser llevármelo y chuparle la sangre, ¿sabes? Que podía empezar ese camino. Y lo otro parecía que era sentenciar, no me pensaba que era muerte, yo creía que era sentenciar en plan de denunciar a las autoridades, por eso dije, venga, nada, a ver si tú te pasas el juego... Hostia, qué bicharraco, ¿no? Menudo bicho.
Immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Que digo, a ver si te lo pasas tú sin matar a nadie, o no quieres hacer eso. No están tus planes. Ojo que tiene una cruz. Toma, reverendo. Hostia, hostia. Que no es un cualquiera.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
¿Qué idea tienes, Gabriel? ¿Pasarte el Vampyr sin morder a nadie? ¿O sí que te vas a cargar alguno? Vale, ir a tu bola. Sin sentenciar a nadie. Ay, me supongo mal, pobrecita. Por lo visto hay un logro y un final escondido por ahí. No sé si tiene distintos finales, esto ya es opinión mía. Pero debe cambiar bastante el final si eliges ser bueno que si eliges ser malo, lo típico. ¿Quieres dispararme? Vamos a ver. Claro, además ser malo es mucho más fácil todo, sí. Fíjate cómo subes de experiencia. De verdad que mal me supo. voy a dejarlo correr. A ver si me olvida. A ver, el mapa. Hacia la derecha, por aquí. Ah, estas puertas estaban cerradas la otra vez que vine. Que accedí aquí. Vale. Mira, ahí está la muda. Y creo que descubrí algo sobre la muda.
Hello again, miss. Tell me, Camellia, how are things now the dispensary is closed? Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
No hizo nada.
Very well. Goodbye, then.
No sé para qué lo intenta. O es muda o se lo hace muy bien.
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott. And good evening to... Have you recent news of...
The strangest thing about her is that she was...
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Vale, nada nuevo. Vamos por aquí a la entrada lateral.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
Así que veníamos a redimirnos de nuestros pecados.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
O le gritamos se trata de un asunto privado, se lo decimos un poco más tranquilo. Vamos a ser
I've
buenos.
words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage. yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Lo de confesarme a un pastor nunca ha ido conmigo, pero bueno.
She was my sister.
You
A ver qué nos
seem
dice.
so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel
Vamos a ser comedidos un poco en nuestras palabras.
is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I'm so sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this.
Claro, el responsable final, no nosotros.
Horror.
El que nos convirtió en vampiros.
Heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better?
Vale, tenemos que volver al hospital. Pero, de camino para allá, si podemos hacer una misión de estas de personas en Whitechapel. ¿Tenemos esto? Te dan un apuro. Vale. ¿Dónde aparece esa misión? Ya no está. No existe. Será para más adelante. A ver. En el otro barrio. Todavía nos queda esto. Que nos lleva más para abajo. Vale, vamos al hospital directo.
Time will tell.
Si no recuerdo mal, este señor tenía una enfermedad. Así que era la curapa. A la izquierda por aquí.
This is no place for a gentleman. Sir, step away now.
¿Qué quieres que te lo explique?
Die, vermin! A beast must die.
Lo de la... Lo de la luz. ¿Qué hacen con la cruz? Eso te deja, te inhabilita. ¿Sabes qué te digo? Que bestia para ti. Y ya está. El monstruo que abajo. Así, ahora estos scouts ya los maté el otro día. Cada vez que vamos a dormir, los enemigos se regeneran. Vale, despejado. Ya estamos cerca del hospital.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
Nuestro creador nos habla.
You. I remember you. Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me, chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Vamos a hablar con Edgar. Edgar Swansea, el dueño del hospital. A ver qué nos cuenta.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Vale, un segundito y hablamos con Edward Sonsi. Vuelvo enseguida. Vale, ya estoy aquí.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Muchas gracias a la cultura Alcade por el follow.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very
Lo
well.
ayudaremos,
I'll
por
help
supuesto.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
you. You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Vale. Vamos a poner fin a la brutalidad de Hampton. Mire, nos viene de paso. Pasamos por la farmacia y se lo explicamos a este señor.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
So many deaths.
No, por aquí creo que no puedo salir.
And what of my own life?
Uf, lo de la sangre es muy fuerte, ¿eh?
What on earth happened here?
Se han cargado a la vieja chismosa. Todos tienen motivos. Tratamiento para la cefalea. Tratamiento para la anemia. ¿Tenemos? A ver, un segundo. inventario. Aquí, tratamiento para la neumonía. Cefalea tenemos y para la anemia también, pero hace falta otro más. Así que voy arriba, lo hago y bajo. A ver si los tengo en mera todos sanos. Vale, seguimos. Tratamiento para la neumonía. Pues no, me faltan cositas. Me falta codeína y pegamento de potasio. Pues uno de ellos tendrá que esperar un poquito. Vale, vamos a curar primero al chico joven a ver si su madre está un poco más contenta con los tratamientos del hospital. Creo que era a esa puerta. Sí. Hola, chaval.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Vale, ya lo tenemos curado.
What can you tell me
I
about?
had shouting coming from the first floor. I was asleep when it started.
How painful is your throat, Mr.
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Tell me about your...
I don't want to talk.
No,
I have to
pero
go
no,
now,
ya está,
sir.
curado.
But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you...
It's a disgrace. How on...
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'm quite busy right now.
What can you...
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough...
So you don't...
We all hold fast here, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your time.
Todos me van a decir más o menos lo mismo. Que falta personal, que eso no debería haber pasado.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
What can you tell...
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you...
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened.
Madre mía, al Hampton ese... Si puede, me lo carga. Va a ser nuestra segunda
I
víctima.
don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton?
I think I saw a silhouette.
Vale.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Hay dos, que son dos de los que hay que curar. Recuperando. No está del todo curado. Este... Tratamiento para la anemia. Y este es el que necesita tratamiento para la cefalea. Que es lo que salvamos en las alcantarillas. Vamos a ver si lo encontramos por ahí.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
What can you
All I know is I ain't letting anyone rip my throat out in my sleep. I found myself a nice blade, Doc. I'm ready.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
No lo tenemos ahora.
I will see you later. I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Sí que era el mismo que hemos utilizado con el chaval. Pues el otro que podemos curar es este, entonces. No, este. ¿Y dónde lo puedo encontrar? Creo que están por aquí abajo. Sí, míralos.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor.
Nada,
We
es
were
un placer.
total strangers and you helped us anyway.
You are always welcome at the...
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital.
Perhaps he needs to reach that...
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to Doc.
Sí, ahora
Why do
hablamos
you
con
stay
él.
here now?
It's complicated. Since the...
Can you speak...
Rats, sir. He...
Vale, esto es más o menos
What
lo
can
mismo
you
que ya
tell
hemos
me
dejado
about
otra
the
vez.
war, Mr. Blight?
War was...
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before?
No. We met in the battlefield.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at...
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirm...
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers,
qué terror.
lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried and...
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
Vamos a hablar con el amigo. Creo que está enfermo. Vaya. ¿Dónde está el señor? Ok.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel...
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Why did you run? What was the
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital. I can't stand being closed in.
Tell me
Tiene
about
claustrofobia,
That's what the
¿eh?
bloody...
Oswald.
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers.
Ah, no. La claustrofobia es
I
una
won't be
excusa.
locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to
know
an irrational...
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you saw it.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the...
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
Error de pista. Eso no me había pasado todavía. Mira, eso no me había pasado. Vamos a curarlo.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Bueno. Nada. Lo dejaremos. Vale, estos dos se están recuperando. A ver si se curan.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Y ahora nos vamos a continuar con la misión por aquí. Cruzaremos este puente, hacemos esta misión y vamos al sitio.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
Not a safe place. Right now, sir. Please, sir. Look at it! Watch out! Oh my God!
Cómete esta.
I shall fear!
Hay que bajar un poco, sí, para coger el puente. Vamos. Vale, despejado. Hay que cruzar ese puente. 1, 2, 3. Cómo se van notando los niveles ya. Vale, hasta arriba de vida. Allí nos hemos dejado uno. Parece no enterarse. Bueno, eso para luego. De regreso. Barrio nuevo. Creo, si no recuerdo mal, creo que este es el barrio donde empieza todo. El de los muelles. Por ahí es donde nos transforman, me parece. Por aquí. En las aguas estas.
Please, sir. Can't let you through. Look at it! Fish is
Voy a hacer darle la vuelta a todo esto. Esto es lo que estábamos curando. Vale. Vale. Creo que me he desviado un poco. Mira, la farmacia nos la hemos saltado. Estaba aquí detrás. Ya que hemos despejado el distrito, voy a ver. Está aquí arriba. Sí. Habrá que darle la vuelta a esta. Cayó. Bueno,
Opium
ya lo
was one
tenemos.
of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Se oye un niño llorar. Desconsolado, el pobre. Vale, pues vamos a volver.
I need someone who can read this.
Cura para la ceguera. Vale. No sé si continuar para hacia abajo. Salva al hombre mayor derrotando a los esclavos. Pues claro que sí. Vamos a salvarlo. Uf, esto es tan fuerte, ¿eh? A ver qué hacer contra esto. Ojo. No. Menos mal que me cuesta vida. Vale. Esto lo tenemos. Vamos a ver. Señor, ¿qué le pasa?
Are you right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Pah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Pues ya que estamos, vamos a investigarle la casa. Poca cosa. Querida madre, me pasa lo que me pasa, jamás olvidé lo mucho que la quiere su hijo. No pienso cambiar, nací y crecí en esta parte de la ciudad, total, hace poco tomé una decisión terrible, decidí hacer frente a la tiranía de unos pocos, se tomaron represalias, solo nos vemos muy altos porque estamos de rodillas. Qué buena frase. Pues mira, le ha salido mal lo de mantenerse
engraved under the blood on the back of the
y de
case.
erguirse.
Jack Gillingham. Maybe I should return this watch to his family.
Hombre, si lo llevaremos a un familiar. No somos mala gente. Vale, pero antes de llegar hasta ahí, vamos a librarnos de la banda. Vale. Un segundito, me preparo un té y vuelvo. Os dejo con un pequeño anuncio. Un minutito. 60 segundos que empiezan ya. Vale, ya estoy aquí. Nada, por aquí no. Esto tiene pinta de ser otra historia. Vamos a buscar al típico. Por aquí delante y a la derecha. Hola, señor.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No. Hate them all. Especially these
Qué mal me cae este tío.
little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just wanted to smile. No, I was thankful for...
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Mira, Tom Watts, el dueño del...
Goodbye, Mr.
del
Fishburne.
bar. Que creo que es aquí delante, mira, sí. La tortuga turquesa.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire?
Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catch.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night. Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady. Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
No he visto un vampiro en su vida.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
A este no lo merendamos.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Hampton.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good
Lo
judge of
conozco.
character.
Goodbye.
Are they stupid or something?
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize?
Don't take it personally.
Yes.
Ni siquiera se
Definitely
acuerda.
drunk too much.
I'm Dyson Delaney.
Vamos a hacer una
Inebriation
revisión médica.
aside, do you...
Yes.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Surely you must...
Sure. I wanted things to change.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believe that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
What do you do?
I drink.
Why do you...
Maybe it's because I prefer...
You sound...
I speak...
Don't you...
I'd love to, but I don't have...
Esto ya lo hablamos con él la otra vez.
Is there...
How dare you...
No...
Let me tell you a story.
Sí, sí, sí. Todo esto ya nos lo dijo.
Is there...
How dare...
No...
Let me tell...
All right.
A few years ago, when I...
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb.
You lost people...
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find...
Is there any...
How dare...
Why are you...
Cynicism is the...
Vale, pues esta vez sí que se nos ha abierto una nueva
I'm
investigación.
looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint.
Goodbye.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a
Vamos a
time.
hablar con Tom Watts.
Good
A ver qué
evening,
nos
Tom.
dice.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Esto ya lo hablamos. Ah, pero puede ser que nos habrá alguna
What
misión,
can you
igual que ha
tell us?
pasado con,
How is
con
it
el
you can
borracho.
keep this...
Well,
Since...
perhaps, Doctor.
How could a physician...
I have a small ware...
Doctors aren't...
Oh, thank you, sir.
Mira, sí. Nos ha pedido que
I see.
despejemos el almacén.
You're something of a...
I'm only...
Me he hecho bien de hablar con él. Vale.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock.
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof.
¿Qué tendrá que ver con el asesinato de la
It's in an
vieja?
old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
He didn't deserve this.
Times like these are good drinks.
Vale, tenemos misiones de todo tipo. Coge algunos carteles del montón. A ver si esto está más cerca. No, estamos en las mismas. Hay que cruzar. Y... esto no tiene ubicación. Ah, sí. Uf, qué grande. Ahora ya iremos más adelante. Este señor que quiere que pongamos carteles. También está al otro lado. Vale, esto es algo del familiar. Este señor está resfriado. Podríamos haberlo curado. Y aquí habíamos encontrado el collar.
Just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
I've never even been to India.
Vamos a preguntarle a esta que parece que se entera de todo.
So few clients. What would the epidemic
Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
So you and your friends all feel in danger? No exceptions?
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But he's not like everybody else.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
It didn't deserve this.
I should have offered a drink to the boy.
I cannot enter.
Qué manía tiene el hombre este de robarlo todo.
Are they stupid or something?
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Do you require... I don't know which kind of doctor.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed?
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Vale, ya lo tenemos curado. 1500 de experiencia. Esto en cuanto le devolvamos el collar de su madre, que su madre no tiene culpa, me lo voy a comer. Nos lo vamos a zampar. Hola.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can you tell me?
I'm a businesswoman.
Gang member and...
If you're in...
Con esto ya hablamos.
You're quite...
I like...
I'm not in...
Fair enough.
Since my...
That's exactly...
O sea que
What can
puede
you
estar
tell?
detrás
Can't trust anyone around here.
del asesinato.
Really? Don't you...
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Ya nos están pidiendo cosas.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
I'm looking for...
The sad saint?
Yes, he was.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good...
Goodbye.
Vale. Tenemos que ir a los muelles. Y deberíamos recuperar el collar de estos. Pero en lugar de eso voy a poner... esta.
Foolish girl and her pre-principles. No idea she's
3000 de experiencia por matar a este. Un poco más adelante.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am.
Se parece mucho a un
Who are
actor.
you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your
Ah,
bones.
uno de los
just so
Wet
you
Boys.
remember it.
Are you some...
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a
Using funny jokes about me and my...
I saw many men like...
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So?
What? Have you got a death wish?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us.
Well, you're not doing...
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time.
More efficient? Really? You should probably...
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Está enamorada del vino.
Tell me about...
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body
Pues
will
cuando
make a
el tuyo lo coja, ahora ver. ¿Este qué nivel tiene? Nivel 4. Nosotros aún estamos en nivel 2. Todos los que me interesan tienen nivel superior. Vale, estos dos se están curando. Ya no hay más que preguntar. No lo voy a preguntar por Sinhampton porque va a decir lo mismo que los otros. Así que vamos para allá. A lo mejor podemos cruzar por aquí. Que recuerdo que sí que se podía. Sí, sí. Por ahí se puede cruzar, estoy casi seguro. Recta y mano derecha. Desde aquí. Y que hemos cruzado. Nivel 22, esto promete. Recupera vida de las víctimas caídas. Nada que hacer contra nosotros. Joven arrestado por intento de un muchacho llamado Tom Watts. El sospechoso fue visto delante del restaurante apuntando con la pistola a los clientes durante un minuto pero sin disparar. Dos testigos denunciaron de inmediato su comportamiento. Watts fue arrestado sin oponer resistencia pero sin dar explicaciones por sus acciones. Solo estuvo dispuesto a decir su nombre. El arma estaba cargada, confirmó el agente que respondió a nuestras preguntas. Es probable que Watts sufra la condena de los tribunales de su majestad debido a su falta. El joven ingresará en prisión durante al menos unos años. El pasado de Watts es turbio. Aquí están las botellas de
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Miente atómica de la ginebra. Deberíamos ganarnos su confianza. De momento. A ver qué otras misiones hay por aquí. Esta estaba por aquí. Mira, esta es nueva. Y que era al sur. Esa para más adelante. Vale, quizá esta. O la de los carteles. Esta también estaba por aquí. Vamos a entrar a los carteles y luego seguimos hacia abajo. Por aquí.
Not a good place for a stroll.
Dale, que son. Y lo de los carteles está fuera. Mira, lo para usada. 160 de daño. ¿Y si lo probamos? Es que para ponerme una pistola... Para ponerle una pistola tenemos que quitarnos el arma de 2 manos.
It's locked.
Y están justo aquí los carteles.
Right.
Vamos a ver si por aquí arriba se puede cruzar. No, estamos en las mismas. Se cruzará a través del... Yo creo que sí. A ver si por aquí hay algún paso. No. Un poquito de ser incondicional y un poco de mordedura.